This is probably going to go down in history as one of my favorite podcasts ever to record. I've got a very special guest for you on the show, a lifelong friend, a childhood friend, actually. And I wanted to interview this Money Honey because she's been in the press a lot lately. She's been on TV. You may not have seen her. But I want to interview her for what she represents, for many things that she represents, and how perhaps in the past she has been misinterpreted and has actually received a lot of criticism. So, from a Money Honey perspective on the show, we talk a lot of we talk about a lot of things to do with property, career, finance, imposter syndrome, positivity, struggles that we go through when building our careers. We talk a lot about the property ladder. We talk about money. We talk about so many aspects of our career, personal lives that we need to navigate when, yeah, as a money honey, right? So today on the show, I'd like to present to you all Barbie. Barbie is joining me today. I can't wait to kick off with the questions. Any questions that you have for Barbie, please do drop them in the comments. If you're listening to this either through Spotify or YouTube, please drop a question in the comments. We'd be happy to then ask Barbie offline and come back to you through the comments with her responses. But for today, it's going to be me and Barbie together talking about her latest movie. We're going to be talking about her dream home, and we're certainly going to be talking about her careers and her image, her personal brand in the media. So without further ado, I give you Barbie. How you
Hi,
doing, Barbie?
hi, Roz. Thanks so much for having me. I'm wearing yellow because I know that it's your brand colours. I'm really excited.
I love that. Thank you. I'm wearing pink. I've listen, I was gonna dress up and I was gonna go all glam, but I was like, do you know what? No, just because our memory of Barbie is of this, beautiful pink ball gown or the perfect figure in the perfect bikini. I just thought I'll come as me, right? Just crazy, wild, curly hair. I'm just in my loungewear in the office, and I'm really happy to see. Have you just been playing tennis or something?
Well, this is my tennis outfit, and I am getting ready to play tennis. But I thought I'd wear it because I knew that it was your brand colours, and it's casual, and it's all about being yourself.
I love that, Barbie. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. So obviously, I've recently seen your movie, Barbie. How did you find it? Did you, like, was it so much fun? Was it everything every little girl has dreamed of?
It was so much fun, and I have dreamt of having a new movie because I've had movies before, but a more real life, real me movie, and it was just so much fun, and it's so amazing to share a different side to me and my world, and yeah, it was just amazing.
I loved it. I really, really did. It's just hilarious. There's so many layers of comedy. And obviously, I won't disclose here what happens and things like that because I want people to watch it for themselves and form their own opinions. But I personally loved it. So, yeah, congratulations on such a great movie.
Oh, thank you so much for seeing it. Yeah, it was so much fun, and it's something I'll remember forever.
For sure. Now, I've just caught myself saying, is it what every little girl dreamed of? That is not right. That is incorrect. And I said that on purpose because from my perspective and my Barbie world, it is a little girl's dream for me, right? You were my little dream. Like I played with you all the time. But I played with you with my imagination, which is the whole concept of Barbie anyway, to play with your own imagination, to visualize your own goals, and to make Barbie whatever you wanted it to be. So when I watched the movie, yeah, it's how I used to play it basically. Although um I didn't have as many Kens, and I actually don't think I had a Ken. I had an Action Man. So my boyfriend was Action Man because that's the only toy my brother had. Have you ever met Action Man?
I have met Action Man, and I don't know if you've seen the movie Toy Story, but I have met also a Woody, so I
That's
think
very true.
yes, every Barbie's different, and it's all about whatever works in your world, and that's what Barbie's all about.
Exactly. So, yeah, whilst it might have been my childhood dream and my fantasy, and I, played with you in a positive way, and I was really, really happy. Um, Even though actually I have to say my body as a young person, like I didn't relate to you, like I didn't have your body, right? I was completely different. Like I'm uh brown, not white, so I'm a very, very tanned, olive skin tone, whereas my Barbie was blonde, blue eyes, and of Caucasian color. So even though I played with a doll that didn't look like me, I didn't see that as yeah, I didn't see any conflict there. Although when I saw the Pocahontas movie, for example, and like Aladdin and things like that, I was like, oh wow, I can see myself more related closer to like Jasmine and Pocahontas. But you've had that kind of criticism before, haven't you? You've had a bit of bad press in the past about how you're not really the representation of every woman. How have you dealt with that criticism, and what have you done to deal with that, basically?
Yeah, so I mean, when I first came into the world and I was introduced as Barbie, it was a different time, and I feel that there wasn't as much focus on everyone and inclusivity and making everyone feel included, like I just said. So I think as the years have gone on and we've really listened to comments and we've changed and grown, our evolution has been, involving more people and ethnicities and careers and everything, and I feel like we have such a range of diversity now that we never did before. And even though it's, at the beginning, I think it took us a while to get there, I feel that now me and my team are so open to growing and changing to benefit the future.
I completely see it. I see it now. There's so much diversity. There's different body shapes and body types. There's different ethnicities. There's different abilities as well. I think there's, wheelchair Barbie, for example. So I really, really love how you guys have embraced the different female voices and the different female representations. Like I really, really value that. And I think it's helped a lot more children become more aware of Barbie when you could have really become extinct, actually. So you've adapted your brand, you've made yourself more relevant, but also more inclusive, and yeah, definitely more on trend now. So yeah, I've loved that revolution. And like I said, even though I didn't personally relate to you from a physical perspective, I just saw you as a representation of make believe. I could make you whatever I wanted you to be, right? So, one day I was Barbie going to the ball, and then one day I was Barbie cleaning the house, and then one day I was Barbie as a mother, and then one day I was Barbie career woman going out to work. And I wanted to show you something. I think you'll really love this. Can I show you the latest Barbie that I've just bought myself?
Yes, I'd love to see her.
Okay, 1 second. I could not resist. I had to buy this, right? So, as you know, I am the founder and CEO of Manuka Media, and we create content. We build personal brands. So we create a lot of videos, and I do a lot of speaking gigs. And yeah, so when I wanted to buy a Barbie that would represent me today. So, seeing as you've become more diverse and you've developed many, many careers and jobs, which we'll talk about in a minute. I went on the hunt and on the search for a Barbie that could represent who I was today. So whilst as a child I didn't play with this vision because I didn't have this vision at the time, I thought I'd get the Barbie today and it would represent my job today, and it would be a representation of how I made something happen from my imagination. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you my Barbie. Are you ready? There it
Oh,
is.
amazing. Hi, Barbie.
Hi. Hello. So
Another
it comes with, yeah, so basically your friends here come with there's two for one. That was a right bargain, actually. I got one Barbie that actually really looks like me, like literally even down to the detail of like she's got the same hair as me, she's got brown eyes, but I actually also noticed she's got hips, and I was like, yes, girl, hips. So she's got a bootay, she's got thick thighs, small boobs, which is how I relate to this Barbie basically. So she really looks like me. I don't know if that was done on purpose, but yeah, it was just a great coincidence. And she's holding a microphone in her hand, as you can see.
Oh yeah.
So that represents me doing, my speaking gigs and things like that. And then it comes with videographer Barbie next to her, and she's got headphones and a camera, which again represents, the people in my team. Although my videographer is actually a guy, but it doesn't matter because it's just a representation of me in my career. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that, and yeah, thank you again for even having so much diversity that it even represents my job today. So what do you think of that?
Oh, I love her, and I'll speak to Ken, and I'll get them to sort out another Ken to send to you to to be your videographer.
Amazing, yeah. So I do have a real life Ken actually, and his name is Matt. So yeah, he's my husband, and he does actually act as my videographer in many ways. I always ask him to take selfies, pictures, videos, especially when we're on holiday and I'm trying to capture some extra footage. It's he's so cute.
Everyone needs Ken.
Everyone needs a Ken, but in the movie, oh no, I'm not going to ruin it. No, don't worry, I'm not going to ruin it. But yeah, everyone needs a Ken if they want a Ken, right? So, right. The other question I wanted to ask you was about your gazillion careers. Like you've done everything, but I don't know how you fit it in. Which has been your favorite job of all time, or your favorite career?
Gosh, Roz, I've had so many, it's so hard to choose. I mean, I've done so many things, and I've done so many things that are really common, and I've done so many things that are more uncommon. I would have to say maybe being an astronaut. That was so exciting, and something obviously not everyone can do, but it's something that we should absolutely aspire to be, because it was amazing. It was out of this world, if you'd say.
Nice. I love it. I think, yeah, there's lots of people in their youth who dream, taking the Toy Story movie, like as your example, you either want to be a cowboy or you want to be an astronaut, or, there's a million careers out there. But it is one that is very, very aspirational, but very hard to achieve. What would you say to a money honey listening to the show? When they're going through their careers and they don't know what to do, like, is this the right job for me? Should I stay here or should I move? Have I made it yet? This is really hard. Like, what would you say? Because you've had so many careers, you must have learned so many things from all of them. What would your top tip be?
Yeah, for sure. And I think the main thing is in life is just to be positive and work hard and be yourself and follow your heart, because your heart will always tell you what's right. And there's no harm in changing and doing what's right for you. So if you think that a career is what you want, and then you do it, and then you find out that that's, maybe not the path you want to take, then that's absolutely fine. You just have to be yourself, and you have to, just love yourself, and just know that you don't have to keep doing something just because you think that that's what you're supposed to be doing. You need to find what's best for you.
That's exactly what I got from watching you, transform from one job to another, to another, to another. What I got from that was, you don't have to stay somewhere if you don't like it. Like, you can move, you can change. That's the biggest thing I learned from you moving around, because I didn't necessarily have like a perfect career plan. I followed one job, then I realized it wasn't the right one, and then I was afraid of moving to the next job because I was like, oh, I don't want people to see that there's a gap in my CV, and I don't want people to think that I quit. So sometimes I would stick it out in a job because I just didn't want people to look at me as a failure. But actually, you inspired me to firstly add a diverse range of skills to my repertoire, if you like. So I've changed, I've done marketing, I've done events, I've done sales, I've done recruitment, I've done construction, I've done waitressing. Like, I literally have done so much. I've got my own Barbie repertoire of careers, but I don't regret any of them, right? I bet you don't regret any, right?
No, of course not. And you can be whatever you put your mind to, you can do whatever you put your mind to. And I think that's the fun thing about life. And it's a fun thing about being a girl, and fun thing about being young and growing older is you have all these opportunities and all of these moments to grow and change. And change is good. Change can be very scary, but it is always good. And there's no harm in finding what's right for you. And like I said, you can be anything you want to be if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, I love that, Barbie. Thank you. Now, the final question that I know the viewers would be so, so, so eager to hear about. So, we've got lots of people in the property space, in the financial world, listening to this show. And the biggest question that I have is, how on earth did you get to the dream house? I mean, your house is literally insane. Like, I absolutely love it. We all aspire, not all, but I aspire to have, a beautiful dream home, a really big one, because I have such a big Italian family. So it's not that I want a massive home and just be lonely in it. I do need a lot of space because, I have so many relatives and family. I want a big space to, entertain. And I am on the property ladder. I've got a tiny little cottage right now that I live in with my husband. We've got a 2-bed cottage. It's super sweet, super lovely. But how did you get there? Because I know from research, it didn't always start out that way, right?
No, not at all. My first home was a lot smaller and a lot more humble, I suppose. And it was beautiful. It was perfect for me at the time. But it was a great starting point. And ever since then, I've had all my careers, and all the years have gone by, and we've saved and we've grown, and thankfully I'm able to have my beautiful home now. But yeah, we didn't always start that way, and I look back now and I'm really happy with where it started. But you have to start somewhere, and that's the main thing.
Exactly, Barbie. Thank you. I mean, I've just shown a quick image of your home from the 1950s in comparison to today's dream house, and I've seen so many pictures. If people want to look it up, I've seen your home from the 1980s, from the 1990s, and now, being in 2023, I've seen your current dream home. So you have evolved over the years, and I think that's a great representation for those who are trying to get on the property ladder, who want to start out with like ticking all the boxes, the grand space, the double garage, the garden space, whatever your priorities are. But the what you've shown me through the years with the home that you've built is that you didn't always start there. You just started with something that you said, was right for you at the time. And then, as you evolved, so did your home. So that gives us all inspiration that we can still keep working and keep striving towards that dream house, whatever that dream house is for you. It could be a condo, it could be a chalet, it could be an apartment. Like, it doesn't have to be what is yours now, a 3-story home with a lift and a pool. Well, you probably have 2 lifts, a slide, a pool. What else do you have in there? Like popcorn machine, walk-in wardrobe, right? What's your favorite feature of your house?
I would have to say, well, I do love my pool, but I have a cinema room, and it's great because I can watch my movie that's just come out and all my other movies.
That's amazing. I love that. I can just imagine like a cinema room with all your friends and like some popcorn and cocktails. Like, oh, what a dream. Well,
Exactly,
now that
exactly.
we're friends, and you're a money honey, I can come and check it out, right? I'm invited anytime, surely.
Oh, of course. I love having all my friends and all my girls. And yeah, you're welcome anytime.
Thank you so, so much. So there you have it, everybody. This was Barbie. Barbie has now featured on the Money Honey podcast to share with you her career trajectory, her top tips, her movie, and of course, to talk to us about her personal brand, but also her home. So I've learned so much from you, Barbie. Thank you so much for being on the show. And I will see you at our pool party.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to see you there.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.